Thank you for joining us for the financial aid portion of your new student registration. In this video, you'll learn how to apply for financial aid and secure the different aid options to you. You'll also learn when financial aid is dispersed, how to notify our office of any drastic changes to your family's financial situation, and more. Let's get started. Most students seeking financial aid will complete the free application for federal student aid, otherwise known as the FAFSA. By completing the FAFSA, you'll be considered for aid at the federal, state, and institutional levels. The FAFSA becomes available October 1st each year and must be completed on an annual basis. Please be sure to have your FAFSA completed no later than March 15th of each year to be considered for all forms of financial aid. Illinois residents who are undocumented or transgender and are unable to submit the FAFSA may be able to complete an alternative application instead. By completing the alternative application, you'll be considered for the Illinois MAP grant and institutional funding from our office. Prior to receiving a financial aid notification, some students may be required to submit additional documents to us. To access a list of your student requirements, log into self-service, click on Financial Aid, and then Student Requirements. Please keep in mind that your requirements may look different than this example. Unsatisfied requirements are listed at the top and satisfied requirements are below. You'll notice a document upload link in the Unsatisfied Requirements section. Please use this link to submit documentation to us. That document upload tool is always going to show there in the unsatisfied requirements whether or not you have any actual requirements you need to submit. So don't be surprised if you see that there year round. It's important to note that having unsatisfied requirements may prevent us from creating your financial aid notification. We ask that you respond to requests for documentation as soon as you can to avoid any delays in the financial aid process. Illinois Commitment is an initiative that guarantees free tuition and fees for 3 years to qualifying new transfer students. If you're offered an Illinois Commitment package, you'll receive enough grant funding to cover tuition and fees. To qualify, your household income as reported on the FAFSA must be $67,100 or less. Assets, not including the home you live in, must be $50,000 or less. You must be an Illinois resident admitted as a new student and have graduated from an Illinois high school. Taking a look at the cost of attendance, you'll notice that the cost is broken down by direct costs and indirect costs. Direct costs are charges you could expect to see on your university bill, such as tuition and fees, and housing and meals if you live in a university residence hall. Indirect costs will not appear on your bill, but are expenses you'll encounter at some point through the academic year. These include books and supplies, miscellaneous expenses like clothing, and also housing and meals if you do not live in a university residence hall. You'll notice that the tuition at the top is in ranges. This is because your tuition amount changes. It's varied depending on your major or program of study. Once you receive your financial aid notification and you're ready to accept or decline your different aid options, click on the Accept Decline Awards button toward the bottom of your financial aid notification. You'll then be taken to a screen that looks like this. As a reminder, this is only an example and your aid options may differ from what you see here. You'll notice that any scholarships or grants are already accepted for you. When it comes to loan or work options, you'll need to make a choice. For items you'd like to accept, choose Accept from the drop-down menu next to the item. If you'd like to accept a partial amount only, type in the desired amount, keeping in mind this amount will be evenly split between the fall and spring semesters. Once you've made a decision on each item, you'll hit Submit at the bottom of this page to return to the financial aid notification. To secure work options, there are some additional requirements. If you've accepted federal work study, you'll head over to the virtual job board on our website and browse open positions in the work study section. With work study, you'll receive a paycheck on a biweekly basis and can use the earnings to pay any remaining balance on your bill, or you can put the funding toward other items in your cost of attendance. If you are not offered work study on your financial aid notification, you can still work on campus. You'll just want to browse the other university positions section of the virtual job board instead. There are just over 10,000 student employment opportunities on campus with a variety of positions to meet your interests. Students who accept a university loan will complete entrance counseling and a master promissory note. To access this requirement, you'll visit our website and scroll all the way to the bottom to find the link. You can also find a direct link here at the bottom of this page. Students who plan to borrow a federal direct subsidized or unsubsidized loan must first complete entrance counseling, which is an online information session on what it means to borrow loans, the repayment process, budgeting, and more. You'll also sign a master promissory note. This is like an agreement to repay the loan when the time comes. These two requirements can be found at studentaid.gov. The Parent Plus loan may be borrowed by one of the student's biological or adoptive parents. Parents borrowing the PLUS loan may complete the credit-based application as well as the master promissory note at studentaid.gov. Your financial aid disperses on a semester basis, half in the fall and half in the spring. As long as your requirements are accepted in a timely manner, you can expect your accepted financial aid to disperse. Work-study reported aid, such as scholarships you anticipate receiving, and estimated awards will not disperse, however. Approximately 1 week before the start of classes each semester, your financial aid will disperse or apply against the charges on your student account. If your total financial aid exceeds the charges on your bill, you'll receive the leftover financial aid in the form of a refund. As long as you have direct deposit set up, you should receive your financial aid refund by about the first day of classes. If you still need to set up direct deposit, please do so in your self-service account. We ask that students receiving outside scholarships notify us by completing an outside scholarship form located on our website. In addition, you may use the Request Changes button on your financial aid notification to report them. All scholarship checks should be sent to the address on the screen, which is 620 East John Street, Champaign, Illinois, the zip code 61820. Please be sure that your name and UIN or university ID number are included on all scholarship checks. As you may know, FAFSA requires your household's 2019 income and tax information. However, we understand that your family's financial situation may have drastically changed since then due to unforeseen circumstances such as loss of employment, separation, death, or divorce of parents, out-of-pocket medical expenses, to name a few. We encourage you to review what we call a special circumstance form on our website. If your household's 2021 income is projected to be significantly lower than it was in 2019, we may be able to conduct a reevaluation for additional need-based aid. If you have any questions about the information presented today, we encourage you to contact us. We can be reached via email at finaid@illinois.edu or by phone at 217-333-0100. Our hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. You can also find some general information on our website, osfa.illinois.edu. This concludes the financial aid session of your new student registration. We hope you have a great summer and we look forward to welcoming you in fall.